Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me today. I do hope you're well. We are back in Isna Island. Excuse me, I'm still poorly, as I always seem to be. Right, so where are we? We are getting on with our main building. So what I want to do today, well, obviously going to work on the building, but I do want to do a bit more work out the front here as well, just to get some of this sort of pathway worked out. So my idea out the front here is basically to just have this massive area like this, which we can then split up later on. And it's kind of like a big plaza, basically. I just thought I probably didn't want to do it in this particular wood. I probably wanted it stone, didn't I? Let's just come in and have a look. I think it's going to look better as stone. Let's see, what have we got? Let's try. Oh, that's a nice one, isn't it? Let's just check out a couple of different ones. We've got cobble, volcano. No. Ooh, that's nice. Let's go with that one. I think that'll work better. So have that one go in, probably right up to the entrance, and then have wood inside. It's always quite slow doing this. Oh dear, come on. Right, let's come right up to here. So am I thinking out here I'm going to have some sort of ice cream parlour, I think, is my plan. And then I don't know what I'm going to have over here. I could actually have a little habitat maybe over here. But for now, I'm just getting some pathways in. Nice big plazas. So these will be dotted through with little flower beds, bench areas, covers, some shelters, that sort of thing. But I kind of want this to look, I want it to look big, you know. Now, am I going to have a pathway going this way? Or do I want to make people go through there? I think I'm going to make people go through there. That's my thinking. Good. Okay, so we've got a bit of a pathway sorted there. Now, we've still got this pathway, which I'm not sure where it's going yet. I'm not really sure where this whole building's going yet, but hey-ho, we'll see. What do I want to do next? I'm very sorry for coughing at you. I think this pathway probably does need a bit of love, doesn't it? So the question is, where is this going to go? Now, someone suggested putting the vista points up here to get people to come up here. That's a very good idea. I'm so sorry, I've forgotten your name. Is it? I want to say Matadon. It's something like that. I'm so sorry. I really should make a note of your names. Not all your names are as easy to remember as Super Ghost UK. That's the one I remember the most, I'm afraid. But you guys, I love your feedback. I really do. I really appreciate it. I'm just hopeless with names. I'm so sorry. Right. Let's see. So this pathway, I want to do like a big slope, I think, kind of coming through the middle here. But it's really hard to do gradual slopes in this game. So what I have to do? Hang on. If I can find the right button, there it is. So you kind of you bring it up like this, and you just lower it a little bit, and then you whack it out here somewhere like this. And then I think if you increase the length, yeah, see, it will. Let's get rid of the angle snap. So it will then connect, and so you can do these gradual slopes, which I like. That's what I want to do here. So let's do that. I think what I'll do this like a bit of a turn all the way around, make it like a spiral, I think. So let's just bring it down a little bit more. Let's bring it a bit over this way. Give give it a little bit of a turn. Let's just see how's this looking. Yep, that's fine. Okay, and then down a little bit more. Right, let's bring this through a little bit tighter now, I think. Okay, and then maybe kind of there. So it's a very long, slow, gradual slope is kind of what I'm aiming for here. Let's have a look. Okay, that's looking fine, and then we'll bring it back in. And let's get it to there. And then, oh, we could join it in back here somewhere, couldn't we? Hang on, if I put that up. Yeah, look at that. We can actually bring it right in like that. Connect it. I was really hoping I could connect that in the middle. Hang on, I'll tell you what. Let's just quickly come to here. Oh, okay. It's not letting me go right underneath there. That's a shame. But okay, that's fine. I can work with that. Right, there we go. So that can connect in like that. So we've got this lovely slope leading up to there. I've just made myself a bit of a challenge there, haven't I? Because this building, I don't know, is that pathway now going to be outside? Maybe I should have worried more about the building rather than the stairway. No, I'm not keen. Sorry guys, that's just not quite worked out how I wanted. I think maybe that's just too big, and I should go smaller, I think. Oh, I tell you what I could do. I could do like a staircase instead of a slope. Let's get the angle snap on. Oh, that's funky, isn't it? What I could do, let's get rid of that. No, why has that done that? Let's get square edges back on. There we go. Right, let's do that for now. So this one up here, we'll take it out like this. Whoops. And then we need to come in here and change the elevated lengths. It's always very hard. Actually, yeah, that's already gone wonky, hasn't it? It's so hard to keep this when you do it like that. I think maybe if I increase that to 2 meters, or hang on. Yeah, it's just a little bit easier if I control it like that, I think. Right, and then we can go flat. Like that. Hang on, I'll tell you what, that should... Oh, this is tricky, isn't it? I'm not quite sure the best way of doing this. Let's have a look. Oh no, that's still sloped. Sorry, I thought that was thought that was flat now, but it's not, is it? There we go, that's flat. Right, and then we want to come in this way and down. 2 meters? Yeah, I think 2 meters. Hang on, how many steps was that top one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 steps. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go, so it's 2 of them. Clearly that is not what I intended there. Tell you what, let's keep with the slope. Sorry, the steps. And we'll bring that right down to the ground. If it lets me, why is that not letting me? Okay, well, we got there in the end. We got a little sort of custom staircase. Obviously, I still need to do the door there. That's fine. I can work with that. It's mainly just because I really wanted to see people out here. But there's not an easy way of making people go to certain places, which is a bit of a shame. Now I'm tempted to make this so it doesn't go anywhere. I could have like a maybe an information booth at the end here. Let's get the old snapperoonie off. Try and get that lined up. I think what I'll do, so one thing I want to do actually a bit in this park is bits like this where you have the, why is that not connecting? Oh, is it? Oh, it's because it's right on the edge there. That's tricky. Oh, yeah. So what I was hoping to do was to get things like this where you have 2 of them side by side. So even though you don't need 2 of them, sometimes things just look better in pairs. Now, I think we discovered this before, didn't we? That actually people can use these things even when they're not attached by the path. People can still go to them. No power. Ah, do you know what I haven't done in this zoo? I haven't done the settings. So we need to get rid of lots of different settings in here. Because we don't want any of this stuff going on. We don't want our animals stressed. We certainly don't want food spoiling and things like that. We don't want protesters. We don't want escapes. There we go. Right, guests. I'm going to limit to 1,000. Guest happiness, I'm fine with that. Energy, hunger, thirst, toilet need. Yeah, I want all of that stuff. I don't want vandalism. I don't want pickpockets. Don't want fleeing. Don't want litter. Actually, yeah, let's go with litter. I don't mind that because it encourages me to get the bins down. Don't want that one. Economy. Right, power everything. Enable facility maintenance. No. And then staff settings. Basically, I want everyone happy. Fully trained staff is fine. Don't want staff fleeing. Apply. There we go. Good. Right. Now our staff can get to work. Good. Right, so we've got a couple of information booths inside there now. Lovely stuff. But people will walk this way, basically, through the what will become the Arboretum. That's the plan. Which I think I might do next, because that'll be a bit of fun, I think. So down in here, what do I need to do? I need to find nice bushes, and I am going to have them kind of lifted up in places anyway. So there's going to be some bits like this. Where they are kind of coming over the pathways a bit. Some of these plants lend themselves to this kind of interaction with pathways. Right, and then there's going to be some stuff further down. We're going to have some trees. Where's the old saltwort? Yeah, so this is a nice bush. So I don't want everything to be raised up. I do want some things to be further down. So what I need to do is just kind of start plonking some stuff down. And just keep filling it in, basically. You know, and then with stuff like this, you can start kind of lifting it up as well, creating these sort of raised bits. I think that works nicely. So there will be a nice sort of 3D effect. That's the idea. Right, let's keep moving, see what else we've got. We've got the lovely creosote bush. So stuff like this will look nice, I think, kind of underneath this, because you've got big gaps otherwise, haven't you? So yeah, just keep filling in the gaps, basically. It's a lovely thing to do with trees, where you sink trees into the ground, and they can become bushes essentially just by being sunk down in. And it's something that I've done in all of my zoos, and it always works. Right, let's get some big green ones as well. There's a lot of green here, but we'll find more colourful bits to put in later on. Basically, I just want it to be a sort of big carpet of foliage. And we'll go, right, let's have a look. Yeah, I'm not sure how this will end actually over here, so let's not do too much that way. Okay, let's move on. What else have we got? Yes, let's get some of the roses in. I don't mind those. Quite nice to add a little bit of colour here and there. Inevitably, when you do this, you will end up covering certain bits up. That's just how it goes. And obviously, I don't want anything going through the glass over there. See, we're just starting to build this up now. There's this nice sort of tapestry effect going on. And then in amongst all of this, you can dot some of your more exotic bits as well. Don't mind a little bit of hawthorn. I'm not a big fan of this one. I'm not sure the graphics have quite worked with this bush. But it's okay in places. I don't dislike it. It's just not brilliant. Not one of my favourites. Right, we've got quite a lot of space in here. I don't think I want bamboo. Actually, yeah, bamboo can be quite nice, can't it? Let's get a little bit of bamboo in. Just a little bit. I don't want too much. bamboo, I don't think. Good stuff. See, this is the kind of thing you can chuck in for a bit of colour. See, you can sink that down and it becomes a bush, and it's a lovely bright bit of yellow, orange. Sorry, don't know my colours. It's terrible. There we go. A little bit over here. A little splash of it over here. Good stuff. What else have we got here? Ah, yes, the old scarola bush. Look at that. See, that's a nice one. It's like a carpet, so you can really fill the holes with this. Kind of get these gaps filled in. Yeah, I do like that. So I'm kind of finishing it in, I think, with this, but then I will come back and we will add more, I promise. There's going to be some lovely stuff in here in a minute. So now I've got to kind of go around and make sure I have not left too many obvious gaps. But there's some nice ups and downs in there, which I like. Great, so now let's come into here. Do I want any nice palms? I think 1 or 2 palms might look nice. Actually, no, let's go tree first. So we want something in here which is quite tall. Right up into that glass roof is the idea. This sort of thing. You know, you could just sink it down in. Right. See, that's a very good height. So we'll keep that one. So that's the Aleppo pine. What else have we got? Cypress, potentially. Maybe possibly a bit too bushy. I want things that are quite spindly, I think. The poplars are good, so I might get 1 or 2 of those in. Those are good, but probably a bit too spindly. Those are a bit too small. Elm is too bushy. They look nice, don't they? I could be tempted to get... The question is, do you want to go palm and keep it exotic? Or do you want to just grow a normal looking tree? What was that one? That was the Doom. Ah, that's the old ginkgo biloba. One of my favourite names for a tree. There are so many to choose from. But not many that are particularly suitable, really. Not really keen on the pines. I wonder, something like that further back, or is that going to be too bushy? I don't know, actually. I quite like that. I'm going to put that one in. Let's see where else we go. Ooh, now, is one of these tall? No, they're all small. That's a shame. Just hoping for something with a bit more colour there. Got the old weeping willows. Oh, of course, you got the old umbrella trees as well. I really wanted stuff with height, though. That's not a bad one, actually. I'm not sure how many of these I can fit in, but I do quite like that. Let's get a couple of these. get one maybe over here as well. Good thing about this foliage is you can lift the trees up, so it makes them a bit taller. I think that works quite nicely. What have we got here? It's a nice bit of colour, but it's not a good tree, is it? Right, let's go back up. We had the Doom and we had the Aleppo. Let's go back to the Aleppo. Yeah, I think that could work over here. Like that. Right, and then where are these nice coloured ones? See, I wonder if I could get a couple of these lower down here. Like so. Okay, how are we looking? I don't want it to be too crowded. I think that looks nice. Let's have a look from the outside. Look at that little forest inside the building. Oh, now we've got a bush sticking out just here. That's the bamboo. Let's just tuck that in. Right, what's the other one? We've got, there were some poplars. Actually, we've got cypress. These are nice. They're quite formal, so I'm not sure if they look right in here. No, I don't think they do. But we have got stuff like this, which can work. Actually, I don't think it needs it, does it? I think we've got some nice colour in there. No, I think I'm going to leave that as it is. So let's just come into here. Let's have a look at benches. I love these conservation benches. I think these are by far the best bench in the game. So we're going to get some of these in. Like so. And we'll get a couple of bins down as well next to them. And then we will do some lighting as well. But there we go. That's our little Arboretum sorted. Let's just walk through and see what we think. It's nice. It does undulate. It's got some nice ups and downs. There's some good foliage, and it really feels like you're walking kind of above it, but in it at the same time, which is what I wanted. And then from the outside, I think that's going to be really nice. I might just have to extend this. Actually, let's go twice. Let's just make this whole thing just that little bit longer there, so it gives me a bit more room to play with. Yeah, that's good. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing on this back wall yet. I don't know whether it'll be a solid wall or something else. I don't know if there'll be a doorway coming out of it or not. There might be, but probably not. I'll probably have a pathway going around the back, I think. And then I think this path here, this is going to come out the building and then connect to another big area over here. So I think I'll have an animal here. This little cove here is kind of lending itself to some sort of animal, isn't it? And then I do want to do the train. I'm going to try and do a train thing on this island. So I'll have the train starting over here somewhere. And maybe the train could come out and around the back of the habitat, out in the water here. That might look pretty good. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll do a train station here. Yeah, let's do that. So this here will just come out to about there. And then we can go back to a grid and we'll go back to which of these was it? No, it's not that one, is it? Which one did I choose in the end? Is it that one? Yeah. Right, so if the edge of the building is kind of there, yeah, and then this will be a whole new sort of big plaza area coming right out here somewhere. Something like that, and then we'll have a habitat here. We'll have the train station over here, and again we'll put in various different things all around the plaza. I might even try and do some little water features, things like that as well. I don't know why it doesn't always work when you click those things. Never mind. Okay, well that's going to do it. I feel like we are making progress. You can start to see some more of the shape of how the whole thing's coming together. Like I said, I want to do like a big ice cream thing over here. And then I might do another sort of coffee shop or something here. And this, this is all subject to change, obviously. It's a very repetitive pattern on here, so I may try and mix that up a bit. And do like a square, and then have some sort of flower bed things that separate it from the next area, and then that can be a different colour on the floor. That kind of stuff will happen. But at least we've got our little indoor arboretum forest. I don't know what the word is really, but we've got it done. It's in there, and it's looking good. So there we go. So that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for joining me. I do hope you've had fun, and hopefully you can start to see a bit more of what it's going to look like. There's still so much to do on this building. It's as you can see, I mean, it's not even got a roof or two of the sides yet, but it's taking shape. And yeah, I'm having fun. So any ideas, thoughts, comments, please do let me know down below. And until the next episode, take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.